NSFW team. Biggest AMA ever. What? When? When? All right, let's let that chat fill up. Give everybody a chance to grab their beverages of choice for a Friday. We got 44 watching now. I think that's good. 44. What do y'all think? Think we should just get started? I think we should. Friday. Biggest AMA ever, March 11th. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? We got Tim in the house, Charles in the house, Liv in the house, Mirta in the house, and your host with the most, Tommy, aka Big Daddy, aka Nifty Daddy, aka NSFW Daddy. What's good? Tim's our CEO.
Hello.
Tim.
Yo.
I don't know if anybody's met Charles yet. Charles, what do you do? What do you do for us?
I am currently the one making the metaverse, me and my team.
Nice.
As well as the marketplace.
So he is the dev with the mostest?
Dev team.
Yes. And then Liv is here joining us. Liv, what is your newer role with the team?
I'm the operations manager here at Nifty. So, yep, and a part of our other fun things that we'll be sharing today, but don't want to say too much.
Oh, yes. And then last but not least, Mirta.
Hello. Well, I'm the project manager.
All right. Project manager. We have a lot of freaking projects. All right, let's get this going, guys. Over the last, 10 months? 10 months we've been here. Grown a lot. Community's grown a lot. VIPs, creators. We paid out over $250,000 to our creators and charities over the NFT sales over the last 10 months. I think that's phenomenal. Over 250 creators verified on the marketplace. It's just been a crazy year. I know our team and our community have stood there strong with us. We appreciate it. And we're here to do the biggest AMA ever to answer those questions that you've been longing for. So let's freaking get it. And our focus here is, to be that sustainable ecosystem. So we're going to be taking on, to start off, a transitional rebrand. So, Tim, you want to talk about that? What kind of rebrand would this be?
Yeah, so last few months we've been building a lot of things behind the scenes. We've been learning a lot from things that we did, and we had a lot of things that were working very good and a lot of things that were could be done better. So we've taken everything that we've learned and we're gonna announce it later on in this AMA. But there is so much awesome stuff that we re-engineered, renamed, rebranded, and it will all come together. So it's a real awesome thing to be working on, and let's fucking go.
Hell yeah, Tim. Hell yeah. Yeah, in general, we've just been setting up in the background. You guys keep hearing me say ecosystem, Web3 future ecosystem. That's what we've been doing. To be one little part of, of an adult thing is great, but to be that ecosystem to really assist creators with like everything. Not just one form of monetary or not one form of monetization, just the whole multiple streams of monetization to not have to worry about demand, not have to worry about these other companies that just raking the money off their backs. So yeah, let's get it going. Our marketplace, it will be rebranded as when it's the new Web3 marketplace will be the Pleasure Nifty at pleasurenifty.com. This is going to be a Web3 NFT marketplace, and I think the best person to start off about it would be Tim.
Yeah, so we have a XXX Nifty marketplace running for a few months already, and yeah, the thing that was really cool when I joined this project was that we were able to help all the people that were non-tech savvy, that weren't able to mint it themselves, to be giving them a podium to sell their content and to be able to monetize their personal brand.
Nice.
Also, we've learned a lot about things that were not set up very good. Like we were minting it ourselves, so we had to pay the gas fees. And as you all know, the gas fees on Ethereum were freaking high. So that was some big mistake because almost all our profits were eaten on that side. But we thought not in problems but in solutions. So we tried to re-engineer all the fuck ups into a new, whole new marketplace where we will be able to mint it ourselves, and where we will be able to provide a way better service, the onboarding and the tools to sell your NFTs. So yeah, really cool that we've been able to do that. After learning so much from the other marketplace. That's
Awesome.
I guess.
Yeah, it's been one big learning curve ever since Tim has taken over as full CEO. It's just been, up and away. He's taken everything. He's just grabbed the bull by the horns, and we're just going forward. And another person that has their hands fully deep into this marketplace would be Charles, obviously the head dev doing that. I know he and I feel very much the same as far as like this new Web3 marketplace is like a monster. It takes a lot of time to build, but it's going to be an absolute monster in the backbone of everything we do. Charles, what are you guys working on behind the scenes? What do we work on? Are we using any parts of the marketplace right now, like for any of the metaverse stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. So, for us, it's really exciting. Pollyanna kind of brought me into this space about a year ago now, a little less, and really understanding the concepts of what Web3 is and what a Web3 marketplace is really important. And so one of the things that I'm really excited about in this is that so if you go to, like, let's say OpenSea or Rarible or Foundation or any of these big marketplaces that are currently available, you're minting on their contracts. And so one of the really cool things that that we've R&D'd over the last 9 months or so is the ability to create your own contracts. So instead of it being what I call exploitive of creators, it's empowering. So we really get to allow creators now to own their own contracts, and that's such an amazing thing to us. There's really not a lot of other options out there, and we get to actually provide it now. So there's a lot of stuff inside of this. market that we will be able to offer. Another big thing is that it's multi-chain, so you will be able to have 4 different blockchains, and to be able to mint your own NFTs on 4 different blockchains: the Ethereum blockchain, the Polygon blockchain, the Binance Smart Chain, as well as Phantom blockchain. So, and immediately they will be live on the market, and then creators can sell directly off the marketplace. So it's super exciting. This is one of my things that I've been really excited about for a long time, and just having the ability to actually do that, it's with a great team that really understands the vision of empowerment, is really exciting to me. And then it has a great. We also have the ability to white label it, so creators can use it not only on the triple or the Pleasure Nifty brand, but they'll also be able to use the tools on their own brand. So it's really, really fucking exciting in my opinion. And having the team that we have and working with the people that we are working with on this team, it's just, I think it's really good fit, and it really is a right timing. And we're super stoked to be here with this team and the people all involved. So it's a great time to be alive right now.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you. Yeah, it's been amazing stuff thus far. Ever since I started talking to Charles and I started joining those behind the scenes meetings, it's just been blowing my mind, and to actually see that they have the same vision and are really heartfelt with everything they're doing, and they're doing it for the right reasons, just like us. And it's just amazing, and I'm just pumped about it. But as far as like the creators go, Liv, what do you think about the Pleasure Nifty?
I'm really geeked. I'm really excited. I think that this is going to be revolutionary. Not only that, we're looking at bringing utility back to our NFT marketplace, so that way creators can start having those appropriate partnerships and start getting the eyes on their products and start moving the NFTs. We're really working on not only building out utility that we'll explain later throughout this whole conversation, but we're also looking at building out utility in a way that protects creators and it being able to empower them. And we're looking at ways to sit there and make sure that everything is super economical, and we're able to sit there and reduce the fees where necessary. So we will definitely be keeping you guys updated on that. And we're also looking at royalties essentially being able to be defined by the creator. So we really are wanting to make sure that we are capturing what everybody is saying, and we want to make sure that everybody is being heard. So we're definitely super excited to be rolling some of these changes out, and I can't wait to bring on some of these exciting partnerships and share them with the rest of the community and creators.
For sure, for sure. And that's another great reason about the marketplace I love. It's just giving so much more empowerment. And Charles said it perfectly, back to the creator. And that's what it's all about. Instead of corporate bigwigs making all their money, making their 70% off of creators that do all the work. Obviously, you have to make a little profit to keep the business running and keep the platforms going. We all know how that goes. But the giving the empowerment back and actually being transparent about it going forward, that's what we'll be doing, is being very transparent, trying to keep those fees as low as possible. And I think selling a lot of white labels, to me, selling more white labels equals reduced fees for creators. So we're going to be pumping that as hard as we can. I know Tim is very, very big on trying to get those white labels rocking and rolling. Huh, brother?
Yeah. So the white label can be done in different ways. So we can give our own creators or VIPs a white label version of the marketplace where they will display only their own collections and NFTs, and we'll be able to sell and see the secondary market and stuff like that with their own collections. But we will also be able to sell it to bigger companies that own a lot of content and give them their own minter or whole marketplace or pieces of the marketplace and integrate it with their own business. So yeah, it gives a lot of opportunities. And the more white labeled solutions we sell, the lower the fee will be for our creators. So that's something that is really our mission, to enable people to be able to monetize their own personal brand. And yeah, that's our mission.
And I just see a couple questions right now in the chat. You will actually be able, as a creator, to set per collection what your royalty fees are.
Nice. And yeah, I know everyone's asking a lot of questions while we're going. If you're going to have real questions, like questions, make sure you hashtag that AMA so we don't miss it towards the end. After this long list of updates that we do, we're going to try to scroll through, but if it's hashtagged AMA, we'll definitely see it. It'll pop out a little bit. So yeah, why don't we do that? But yeah, this going forward with this ecosystem and the whole rebrand that we're doing, it just makes so much more sense that as the presentation goes on, we're going to keep rolling out and letting you guys know. So bear with us. This is what took so long. This is why we've been kind of hush. Is because we have so many things going on at once. We didn't want to just drop one thing here and there. Nothing will make sense. So going forward, all this pleasure. How can there be more? Our adult social site, obviously everybody knows about Pleasurely. And Pleasurely. Timmy, how pleasurable are you right now?
Very. So you want me to tell something about Pleasurely?
Actually, yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, when I jumped in this project a few months ago, there was a big opportunity because OnlyFans announced that they were stopping to accept explicit content, and we were all very shocked about it, and we jumped in, and we wanted to create a competitor without the blocking of explicit content. We really wanted to go fast, but then they stopped their announcement, or they reversed their announcement. So we had some more time, and we decided to really focus on the quality. And a few weeks ago, we launched the alpha phase of Pleasurely. We've been testing a lot, and we are releasing the beta phase soon. And I think that one awesome thing that we can already announce is that we are gonna give away a lot of pleasure passes. That's something you need to be able to join the beta phase. So for the creators, we will have a few creators into that program, of course, and Sylvie will be the point of contact for this. And for the people to be the testers, the consumer testers, we have selected a few different approaches to be doing the airdrops. And for example, the 12-week stakers that didn't unstake, so that will be auto renewed next phase, they will get a pleasure pass airdropped, and that will give you
Nice.
access to the beta phase. You can always not use it yourself and sell it on our marketplace or on OpenSea. But I'd recommend to keep it because for now it's only the beta phase that will be unlocked with the pleasure pass. But there will be, or there might be, a lot of other stuff that will follow in that. By holding that pass. Also, one thing to give some utility to our current the NFTs that are sold already from the XXX Nifty marketplace. We're going to airdrop to all unique holders of NFTs that are bought by the XXX Nifty marketplace through the marketplace. This is the first step to give utility to the NFTs that are sold on the marketplace, and that's also a good reason to go to the current marketplace and buy every NFT that is still left for our creators, but also to be able to join the beta phase on Pleasurely. Of course, to be because we're very grateful to our mods, we're gonna also give a pleasure pass to all our mods. And as I said, there will be a selection of creators that will get a pass as well. So yeah, super excited to be announcing this. It will be airdropped mid-April. So put it in your calendar. Cancel all holidays, and yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Going forward, that's going to be very good time in the Nifty lifetime. Yeah, given utility to the Triple X Nifty NFT holders, or to the Triple X Nifty NFTs, this is just the start, and this is our way of saying thank you for doing you. Thank you for supporting the project. Thank you for support through tough, good times and bad. You're going to be able to be in that beta with our creators, and there's going to be a lot of pleasurable moments. And if you don't know what you want to do with your pleasure pass, you can always pass them on to Tommy. I'll take them. You'd be stupid to, but I'll take them. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that's amazing. But yeah, Sylphie will be the point of contact with that for the creators. She will be talking to all y'all. I'm very sure I know she will. She's very excited as well. So all this pleasure warms my heart.
I can't wait. I know that Sylphie will be making some announcements soon in the creators chat, but not only limiting it to just our creators chat, but to our active creators on our current NFT marketplace as well. So keep an eye out for your announcements and your emails, because there is only a limited number of people who will be brought in for the beta phase. So come on, team. LFG.
Hell yeah. Got 118 live in here watching. I'm so nervous. Can't you tell? All this pleasure warms my heart in other spots too. Let's keep it up. Our adult metaverse, everyone already knows, Pleasureland. The Pink Tower asset sales. The Pink Tower asset sales are going on now. Pink Pass is sold out great. Even in that shitty downtrend of a market, we all know we started selling on a Friday, and 2 hours later, Bitcoin dumped 30%. The whole market took a shit like 25%, 30%, 40% down. It happens. Not much you can do about it right now, but they sold out through tough times. They sold out. The Pink Dolls are now on sale as well. And actually, Charles, this is his baby, the Metaverse. I really like to hear his input on like the Pink Dolls and what's coming up next, and anything at all you could think about with the Metaverse.
Sure. Yeah, so we're defining all there's so much value and utility. So just to give everybody a little bit of background, we've been doing virtual worlds since about 2005.
Wow.
We've been doing adult virtual worlds that long as well. So now with the blockchain, we have to go from one side to the other, and now we're kind of bringing them into the middle and merging them. So there's a lot of utility. We want to be very careful about announcing what will and what won't, because that opens up cans of worms that Tommy, I like to be nice to Tommy and not try to plow him over with too many questions. So we're very careful about what we announce. But what I can say is, there is a ton of utility coming down the road. The shag pads are coming, the Pink Dolls are coming. We appreciate everyone's patience in it all, because it is very new. We are the first, but these aren't just normal NFTs. It's not just hold on to a JPEG and that's what you get, and that's the value that you're trading. These are very usable. So you will be able to have sex with them. You'll be able to trade them. We will add different utilities based on traits, and each doll will be unique and one of one. So, bear with us as we move forward, because we don't want to release too much, and then during development it changes, and then we've tied ourselves into something that is impossible. So, we really want to be transparent with the community, but we also don't want to over commit to something. So, right now, definitely the Pink Dolls are on their way. They're being created. You've seen the first three. So, as we progress, you'll begin to see more and more. And also, integrating I remember on the last AMA, a lot of people, when we announced this all, a lot of people had questions about, how do we integrate with content producers and creators, and how does that work? And so since then, we've started working with Housewife Ginger, and we've started to create three of the creators so far. The first one we created is Pollyanny, as you know, as I think everyone in here knows, the OG. So we felt like that was an amazing place to start, and she's looking great, and we can't wait to release it to the community. We are also working with Lexi on creating a great did I naughty housewife? Oh, sorry, I was reading some of the we started working with Lexi on creating a bar in Pink Tower and in Pleasureland. So there's a lot to come, and as we define it and as we test it and as we get it in, we will be announcing it more and more. So this is really amazing. We're very ahead of the game right now. So, I think everyone can feel very lucky to be a part of this. I feel very lucky to be a part of it. Our team is amazing. We have some of the best animators, some of the best modelers, some of the best developers, and with a lot of experience of how to and what not to do. So, thank you everyone for sure for bearing with us, but it's going to pay off. I promise that. We're all very dedicated. We love what we do, and we love that we don't feel like we're the crazy people in the room anymore. We love that we now have support and that we have people that believe in what's happening. And definitely, as we move forward, like I said, the community will be the first people to know when we roll things out. So, but everything's on. I can say that, Boosted Monkey. I first created a game called Bonetown on bonetown.com. And then we've worked with a company called Otherverse for a long time as well. So there's quite a few people that have been in this space that have had this vision, and we've had a lot of pushback over the years saying that we're crazy and that we don't, that who the fuck wants this, and now we're here and everybody wants a metaverse. But it definitely is very real. And again, I think the hardest part is really now getting the blockchain plugged in. So that's kind of where we're at, and we're excited to be here. I hope that answers some questions.
It did. Thank you so much. I should have gave you some regular questions so you didn't have to spill your guts out, and that's my apologies. But no, you're the one I go to for anything dev. If it's a developer question, I first ask Tim, and if Tim's not sure, I go to you. And yeah, that's just amazing. But I know you said something about Lexi. Tim, what is she? I don't know if the people in the back heard about the whole Lexi. What's going on with Lexi with the metaverse?
Yeah, so I guess everybody knows Lexi, our beloved, one of our beloved VIPs. And she is going to be opening the first business in our Pink Tower. And we don't know the name yet, but it will be her bar where she will be serving drinks as a 3D model. We are, at this moment, the 3D models are created. They really are looking good already. I'm happy to be in that group because I got all those pictures that are sent over in.
Me too.
Yeah. Really
Thank
funny.
You, Lexi. Thank you, Lexi, for inviting us.
So sucks to be me.
Yeah.
It looked really good. So there will be a lounge bar, and Lexi will be working there, but she will have all her friends, of course, also working there. And we've been opening some vacancies already, and we found our first employee already.
Who
I
is
don't
it?
know.
Who
I
could be
don't
that
know
first
if,
employee?
So yeah, Amaranth will be her first employee. So we will be recreating her 3D model as well, and she will be there as serving drinks. We'll be inviting. I guess everybody saw those videos as well, where you saw a DJ. Well, we will be inviting a real DJ once in a while. That will be live streaming. There will be a lot of awesome stuff in that bar. So really cool to be able to do that. And Amaranth will also be using that 3D model to be streaming on her Twitch channel.
Nice.
So yeah, a lot of eyeballs will be on us very soon. And
Yeah, I see a lot of people doing that with the avatars now on Twitch, on their YouTubes, on their everything. I think that's freaking. That's like the newest thing now. It's just amazing. Going forward, I mean that's that's just amazing. Lexi, Amo, behind the bar. I want to drink. I wasn't thirsty before. I'm thirsty now. I don't know about y'all. It's Friday. The hell time is it? 2:30. Shit. Who's buying the shots? But yeah, there's a lot more things going on with it. We're going to be introducing a business list in the very near future for our community with the prices and everything else to open up your own businesses in Pleasureland. And also before we move on, I know a lot of people have been asking me about the system requirements to play Pleasureland on your PC, on your mobile. As we go on, we will have more of a list for that. I know I already talked to Charles. It's going to be more of like a system tiered requirements list, Charles. If you can just explain that,
Yeah, so there will be functionality for mobile. There will be functionality for PC, Mac. It really, we tried to make it so that entry level is, as low as possible, so that it doesn't require this big gaming computer to run. And then, so there will be, I think anyone with a mobile device or a basic computer will be able to have the experiences. And then, as it tiers up and you want better quality, it will have all the actual requirements available for everybody. So
nice. Thank you for clearing that up. Yeah, I had a lot of people in Discord asking. I said I'd have a little list out. It'll be tiered based on, it's like Charles just said, the easiest for someone, the better. And then obviously as it grows out, it'll be different, obviously. So moving forward, Tim.
What he really wanted to say.
Tim and go ahead.
What Tommy really wanted to say is, while we were in Barcelona, despite us having tons and tons of fun, we did go to Barcelona for TES, which is an affiliate conference, and we made some huge potential partnerships. So, pardon, I don't even know if I can say that on YouTube. I'm sorry, YouTube, but
you did.
We're
already shadow banned.
We're very excited to bring those people on board, and we can't wait to share that with you guys as well. So watch the space. As soon as we know more, you will know more.
Yeah, these names are... How big are these names, Tim? I know you don't want to say who they are, but like on a scale of like this to this, like how huge are these names? You were there talking to them. How huge are these companies that want to join us in our metaverse? Yeah, see? Can't even see how big. These are the names you all knew growing up. These are some of the names that you probably might have, as a younger teenager, might have touched yourself to. There's just it's mind blowing when I heard these names. But moving forward, as far as the whole marketing with the metaverse, we're actually hiring for a Discord manager right now. We're probably going to reach out to the community as well and see if anyone knows of anyone that is not just being good at Discord, but being a skilled NFT marketing guru, like really being someone with like proven like NFT connections, Discord management skills, someone that like knows other communities. They might be in 10 or 15 other communities that can go there. They're knowledgeable enough and get those community connections and really know how to market this stuff. Anyone that's really heavy in the NFTs, like they know what to look for. Like I'm not a huge NFT person and I suck at Discord. So I will not sit here and act like I know everything about NFTs. I know Tim's been very heavy into buying NFTs. He's becoming somewhat of a guru himself. But again, we need someone that really, really, really knows this because we really want to grow our Discord for the NFT side, especially. Our crypto side, we have our Telegram. I know our crypto people like Telegram the most, but for the NFT side moving forward, that's one thing we're going to be doing. So watch out for that. There's going to be a lot of marketing behind that. But pleasure.
And one utility that I forgot to mention when it comes to that I think a lot of the NFT creators are going to really appreciate is that you'll be able to sell your NFTs in world, right? And so anything that's created will give you, I can't give away too much, but we'll give you really fun ways to display your NFTs that allow you to sell your NFTs, to create NFTs. So all that stuff we're taking a lot into account. So we're very excited about giving the opportunities there. And we're also very open to listening, right? So, this is a creator-centric platform. And so it is for you. And so creators, we always listen to the ideas and try to give opportunities for the feedback. So I just wanted to make sure that people understood that the selling of NFTs is a big part of what we're doing in world.
Amazing. Yeah. Another way that the metaverse, and everyone's like, oh, what's the metaverse going to be how is it different than, normal worlds? It's going to be the blending of everything. Everything is eventually going to be inside the metaverse, just like it's going to be outside in the real world. And as we go deeper and deeper into these new animal flus that keep coming up and different flus that keep coming up, and we're all going to be boxed in, like the metaverse is going to be more real than the real world, moving forward. So yeah, selling the actual NFTs and having businesses in the metaverse is absolutely mind blowing. I love how Charles and his team are like super, super, super creator centric and like really want that input from the community. Our Pink Pass holders, you're gonna have a lot of input on that, and the creators especially, because you guys know more than us. We're here because for what y'all do, and we want to know how to make things easier, how to make things better. You guys know how to sell better than us. Like your input is going to be absolutely gigantic moving forward. And the team that we're working with Charles and them, they're so open and so like just bouncing ideas off each other. I think that's the best part. Is no question is a dumb question. I ask some stupid fucking questions. So, but Charles is very nice to me and lets me down very nicely. So without making me feel so too stupid. But moving forward, pleasure. Have you had enough yet? Okay. One more big pleasure for the people all the way in the back. To top it off with the transitional rebrand, what better way to show the world that we are legit and we're here to stay is a transitional rebrand with a migration. Not the bad migration. Everyone in the back thinking migration is a bad thing. Migration is not a bad thing. Pleasure Coin. Still going to be an NSFW ticker, but we're going to be transferring over to the Polygon chain. The Binance Smart Chain is a joke. We all know the shitcoin stigma. If you've been in crypto more than like 7 months, this shitcoin stigma is just garbage. Amaranth and a lot of other influencers, they can't promote us with that XXX in our name. They can't promote us. It's harder to promote all these BSC tokens because they're rug pulling every other day. A lot of huge companies won't mess with us because BSC is just a shitty stigma. But moving forward, I know Tim is very, very, very excited about this. And I know a lot of just bigger companies are looking to talk to us now that we are doing a big migration, right, Tim?
Mic is not, my mic was not. I think that one thing that bit in our ass was the triple X in our token name. A lot of exchanges wouldn't list us because of that. They wouldn't touch anything that is pointing towards adult or something. I don't know why, but it's just easier probably. So promoting our token name wasn't really we weren't able to do that properly. And then, yeah, also we've learned a lot of things, and we have to have a name that is really easy to remember, to pronounce. Um, XXX nifty or something.
Such a pain.
That's quite difficult to pronounce as a no, not even as a Dutch person speaking English. It's just difficult to say. So yeah, pleasure coin is really easy to remember, to pronounce. It says what it is. And it's also not really, it's like teasing. It's not like very pointing towards adult. Like it shouldn't be shadow banned at least. Um, so yeah, really so hyped about the rebranding alone. So we also acquired the domain name pleasurecoin.com. And yeah, Matic is the chain where a lot of NFT minded people are yeah, not walking around, but they are
Digitally walking around. Yes, they're there.
So they are on that chain. We don't want to be associated with all those rug pools on the Binance Smart Chain. We're not a shitcoin. We're a utility token, and we're a project that will be there for a long while. And we need to be,
Yes.
yeah, like you said, we need to be shifting towards legit business. And yeah, this is one step that direction. So also one thing that utility tokens do not really have is stupid things like tags and reflections and burn and stuff like that. So we will be yeah, removing that as well from the token. It will be a ERC20 token, and it will have no contractual things that we can block, whitelist, or whatever, because there is nothing to block or to whitelist. So yeah, it's all going to be based on becoming that utility token. And I don't know what else to say, to be honest, at this moment about the token itself. I got to give it back to you, Tommy.
Yeah, there's just so much about it. What you do need to know about this migration, what do we have to do? Nothing. What's going to eventually happen is we're going to do a snapshot, we're going to lock the contract, and then we're going to drop you the new coins. That's it. We're not going to do it like a lot of the other competitors are having a really hard time now and in the past, where they don't lock the contract. They want you to send your coins to an address, and then we send them back. That's a mess. That's a mess. Not to mention, not everyone's in Telegram, not everyone's in Discord. It's a mess. Us, lock, drop, pop it. Lock, drop, and pop it. That's what we're going to do. There's no security audit needed because it is secure on the ERC. It's secure on the Ethereum network, which is actually the Polygon network on top of it, because it's a layer 2. It's just smarter. Going forward, we're just going to slowly decrease the tax. But we're getting rid of the tax totally. Better buying, better, people are going to want to buy it easier. It's going to be a lot easier to buy. Polygon is way more reputable than BSC chain. BSC chain is a shit chain. It really is. I love BNB. I love Binance. I love everything about CZ, but it's a shit chain. We all know that. So that will be removing us from that stigma, because being on a reputable chain and like building out our ecosystem, it'll show the world that we're here to stay. And we're here to shape that adult industry with our future Web3 and blockchain technology. So removing ourselves from that is like number one. The pleasure coin will obviously be a huge part in the whole ecosystem. And in the youth of every program, it's always like a key business strategy, like build the customer base. Without a customer base, we're going to have nothing. So with every product, this is crucial for like all longevity at the end of the day. So we want everyone to know NSFW in the long run is going to be that number one coin to rule the ecosystem. Just because we might be like on certain platforms, like offering other coins, that's to bring other customers in. I know I get the questions all the time in the DMs. Tommy, why are we accepting BNB? We can't. Or why are we accepting like Ethereum? Why are we accepting X coin. We don't want to tell the Ethereum crowd that, no, we don't want your business. That's just our way of bringing them in. And as education goes further with crypto in general, we can slowly start integrating NSFW coin in what we're all about. And this is the first step, is transitioning to Pleasure Coin.
And the best part is like our creators who right now we're kind of like, oh, like with our NSFW, it's hard, as all of us know, as myself, it takes like 15, 20 minutes, and then you have to wait like another hour or two if you're in a place that doesn't work with Binance. So like as a Canadian and as other states exist like that as well, like it's just, we're kind of strapped, and at the same time we're like, well, we're creators, we want to get our money out. So on this front, it does allow us to, in that case, cash our money out through most wallets as well. So it'll be super duper easy. It'll be really, really nice, and it will be able to be posted, not only that, but on our socials as well, because the XXX won't be in it anymore. And even though we have the ticker and stuff as well still, that's cool, that's fine, but we won't have to put the risk of putting that on our profile. So we'll be able to start talking more about Pleasure Coin to bring more attention to our network as well. So it's really nice that we are making this shift, and I think that it's something that'll benefit not only the community but the creators as well.
Yeah, and also one of the biggest advantages from the Polygon chain is that that's also the reason why we minted the pink passes and the pleasure passes and the pink dolls and etc. on Polygon, because for example, we will airdrop 0.1 Matic to all pink doll holders, and probably that will be enough for whole your life to be minting on the Polygon chain. You really pay like 0.0006 Matic per transaction, and that's even if the price of Matic will skyrocket to, I don't know, $100, then still the transaction fee will be a tenth of a cent or something. So yeah, the fees of buying or selling, they're really low, and it's yeah, one of the reasons that we chose the Polygon chain as well. Yeah.
Sorry, I got distracted by all these big buys coming in. I'm watching the green and I'm watching the charts, and I'm like, oh shit, we're in an AMA. But yeah, it's all positives and there's no negatives. And to be absolutely honest with you, we're going to have FAQs, we're going to have videos, everything under the sun, because obviously not being connected with BNB and all that, it's going to be Matic. Matic is so much easier to get, especially if you're in Canada. Trying to get BNB sometimes is a pain in the ass. I'm in New York. I know New York, Texas, a bunch of other states, really hard to get BNB. Polygon, Matic, it is so easy to get. You can get it from almost any. Like they've all got them. They've all got them. And but moving forward, we're gonna make it a lot easier to freaking get a hold of some Matic and get your hands on some NSFW, because when sex, you say, when sex, onto our exchange listings, y'all. Exchanges. Now it's all coming together. It's all coming together. Were you saying something, Tim?
I said, hell yeah.
Okay. It's all coming together now. We held on for many reasons, obviously, that we just spoke about. Trying to rebrand, migrate, and then depend on the exchanges to align with our timeframes. We weren't gonna gamble on that. In 2021, we had a lot of hiccups. We had a lot of push-offs. We didn't want to do that again. So with the exchanges coming, we wanted to make sure everything's rebranded. We don't have to try to rebrand and migrate, on an exchange, and then the exchange has trouble with it, and it's just a big shit show, and people got to send their coins everywhere. No, like I said earlier, we're going to lock the contract. We're going to lock the contract, send you your coins, be done with it, launch. And Tim, I know, is very excited to announce our first centralized exchange that we are going to be launching on.
Hell yeah. So we've really created some kind of roadmap of different centralized exchanges where we want to get listed on, and to be able to be listed on the big exchange. you need to have a lot of volume. So we try to make some kind of roadmap with stepping up every time. And how do you get volume if you select a centralized exchange with a lot of volume? So we came to a top 5 exchange on based on volume, and we're gonna get listed on the 28th of March on Hit BTC. So very cool that we're gonna get listed on a very great big volume exchange with the NSFW USDT pair. So yeah, I think that's really cool that we finally can bring the word out. You want me to continue with the other?
Yeah, well, before we move on, I'll just answer a couple questions why people might be thinking, why hit BTC? Why hit BTC? Hit BTC, it's always and is every day. If you go on CoinMarketCap and go to the volume, and you're going to see the volume of the exchanges, they're always a consistent top 5 volume exchange. That means tons of people are using them. And to qualify for those blue chips, those top 10 exchanges, like your KuCoins, your Binances, your Gate IOs, you need qualifying volumes by like reputable exchanges. You can't just be on a bunch of shit exchanges and then, but Binance says, okay, that volume is good. No, Binance and all them, they want you to be on certain reputable exchanges, and HitBTC was one of those exchanges. So in the grand scheme of things, we picked the one centralized exchange that has the higher volumes, more pairs, more open to everybody, that will be qualifying for us to get on that next step. So this is like a stepping stone to your Gate.io, your KuCoins, and your Binances. And they're next. They're coming. So, and now, Tim, now you can go. You can finish up. Yeah. I just want to clear the air.
Yeah, and they're also one of the oldest OG exchanges.
They are OG status. Cool. They've been around since like 2014, or I don't even know.
Yeah.
They've been around for a while.
Maybe even 13, but it's one of the first exchanges. So that's cool, just because it's cool. So a week before we're gonna lock the contract. So every people that still have NSFW on LBank, we should be removing that, sending it back to your own wallet, because what is on the LBank exchange still, I don't know, we can't airdrop the new token to that address. So if you still have some NSFW on LBank, remove them before we lock the contract, so you can have your tokens airdropped. I think on March 28th, we will also launch on the decentralized exchange QuickSwap. That's the same. Yeah, it works kind of the same as PancakeSwap. I think it's even better because you have all kinds of different things that you can't have on the PancakeSwap exchange.
I agree.
But it works kind of the same, that you connect your wallet, you enter an amount of tokens that you want to buy, and then you press buy, you accept, and you got it. There's an easy button to switch to the Polygon chain. If you don't have the chain already in your MetaMask, it will automatically add it. We will also make a lot of explainer videos that will help you onboard on the new chain. But we've been really preparing this for a long time already. So I think that everybody will be able to just plug and play. Let's see. The Polygon coins will be also on Trust Wallet and MetaMask. So we also will provide help with that, like in explainer videos, infographics, articles. I don't know what you've been created, what have been created already. And if there is some use case that we don't already have made some explanation about, then we will just help you one-on-one. So yeah, that's super cool, and it's all coming together. And I think that this will be also helping us, becoming that ecosystem. So yeah, you got something else, Tommy?
Yeah, for sure. I loved everything you just said. You can't, you couldn't stop smiling right now if you wanted to, because I know how exciting you are. And this is just the next step to greatness and the next step in our ecosystem, jumping up and showing the world that like we're not just doing what everyone else is doing. We're not just doing an NFT marketplace. We're not just trying to do this. We're trying to do it all. We're trying to maximize as many platforms as possible and as many monetization routes for the creators as possible. And we want it to be an actual ecosystem. NSFW being the actual fuel, being the actual economy behind it. And going forward, also, Tim didn't say, I forgot to mention that you could still use, and if you're ever like worried, you're not sure, you think you're going to break the internet, you're going to break the blockchain, you can still use Flu's Trade. Once we move to the poly chain, they're going to transition it for us, and we can still use Flu's Trade. Same thing. And with the DEX Quick Swap, it's almost like, and I know Tim said this, it's almost identical to Pancake Swap, but honestly, it's faster and cheaper. I know right now, if you want to buy some NSFW, it might cost you between like 78 cents and like $1 something for your transaction fee. I bought some coins of a buddy's coin that I know of, and I think I bought like $400 worth of it, and it was literally cost me like 2 pennies. So going forward, there's just so many more advantages, and we're going to make it as easy as possible on you guys. The 28th is when we are going to be live, so roughly about a week before, we will let you guys know the exact date as we approach, but it's roughly about a week before. We're going to lock the contract, snap the snapshot, and then bombs away. That gives us a week to get you guys all caught up. You guys can get your videos in and everything else. We've already have them all made, so and we have lots of help and lots of staff to assist going forward. Laughing.
So what I forgot to mention is that we will also be migrating the staking contract. It will be a new address, but the whole mechanism and everything that you stake will be also just migrated. And what will change is that we won't have any transaction like volume transaction fee. So we won't be able to pay your staking fees for that, but we will be changing that to, for example, we will be paying in the first few weeks from our own like company wallet. We will have a specific amount of tokens or Matic that we will distribute, and we will also look into other things to be airdropping NFTs or utility consumables from the metaverse or anything. We don't have the exact things yet, but we will be really working on making the staking even better than it was, because the 2% volume is nice, but if there's no volume, then you don't have rewards, and we want to get rewards. And we're going to also use our company profits to be buying back some tokens. And I don't know, we still have to figure out all the specifics, but we won't forget the love that you all put in, because staking the token, more than almost half of all the tokens were staked, and we didn't forget you. We still figuring out how exactly we'll be able to provide you nice rewards, but we will definitely be giving you awesome rewards. So
hell yes,
just to add that.
Yeah, I'm glad you added that in. I didn't even think about it. Didn't even think about it. Liv, you're sitting there like you have something like you have something to say.
I always have something to say. I always have something to say to me. I always do, but right now, I feel like there's something really, really big that you wanted to say.
Yeah. I lied. I lied totally. We have one more thing. One more thing to bring you the utmost pleasure. God. Let me check my pockets. Oh boy, it's a big one. There it is. Oh, yep, there it is. To bring this all together, we have a new company ecosystem, the Pleasure Network.
Fudge.
No more just like, hey, what do you call it? Are you called the NSFW coin? Are you called XXX Nifty? We're going to be the Pleasure Network. We're going to be that network, that ecosystem that's going to surround all the platforms with an awesome domain that Tim locked down. Tim, you want to talk about the domain name? I know you like saying it. You like saying the word pleasure.
Yeah, so this was also one of the recent purchases we've made. So for the Pleasure Network, we have secured the domain pleasurenet.com. For now, it just redirects to our NSFW Pay website, but we will be releasing a cool website that just connects all the dots. And will state every project or thing that we participate in. It's better to have a name to for the ecosystem, so that we don't have to say, yeah, we are Pleasurely, but also Pleasure Nifty and also Pleasure Land. So we had to come up with a name, and yeah, network is something that really states what we are. Like even we're an ecosystem, but we connect everyone, and we try to be that middleman, I guess. So yeah, really cool that we can announce that right now. We've been working on this for I don't know how long, months, to be to fix this all, and it all comes together right now, and all our pleasure brands will be uh, will be in that pleasure network.
Yeah, it's just amazing. And this is what we've been working on tirelessly, weeks and months and meetings. And I know Liv loves meetings because she loves doing 5, 6, 7, 8 meetings a day after working her normal job. Trust me, she does. And our pleasure brands highlight the actual new ecosystem that we made, the Pleasure Network. And it can be marketed so much easier too, more sexy, more easier, with no fears of shadow banning, no more Binance Smart Chain shitcoin stigma, no more XXX, only pleasure. Sylphie has locked down our Pleasurely socials. Tim has secured some different domains. We will be locking them down on all the platforms. We're going to have so many ways to market, not have to worry about that freaking XXX bullshit no more that we've been, haunting us for months, haunting us from Amoranth to Lexi to everybody you can think of. It's just going to be a thing of the past, and this is where we take off. This is where we leave the other competitors in the dust, because what do they really have? They might have a marketplace. They might have this. They don't have an ecosystem. They don't. They're not anywhere near it. We do.
Yeah, and we also it's not only the name that changes. It's really the whole structure of how we work. So the company restructuring was really needed for all those products, but also new positions are being created. We're going to get a real like physical office in the Netherlands, and we're going to get people to fly over once in a while to really meet each other in real life, because we really learned that once we were in Barcelona, that being together and working together in the same space was so much more effective, that even though that we are a remote company and that works pretty fine in day-to-day things, that strategy and just the personal connection with people, that is really making a difference. So we're gonna really focus on that as much as possible. And yeah, this is also the time, the right moment. We were a nice project, but it's time to become a real company, and hire the persons that like the people that are really the best for the job, instead of, oh, hey, we know someone who might be able to do this. So yeah, that's really something that is quite awesome, in my opinion, that we're in this stage, and that I'm happy to be part of this.
Yeah, talking about you said it. You hit it right on the nose. Just changing from a company that just a few of us working to a few of us that, Liv, do you know somebody that could X? Okay, Liv brings in this person and I bring in this person, just kind of help out to actually like finding the right people, and that's where the company restructuring comes in. And I know Liv can talk about this for days, but I'm sure we'll give her a few minutes to talk about it.
Yeah, right now. Yes, no, I've been in countless meetings, hours and hours. Like I wake up and I go to sleep and it's the Pleasure Network. And I've already been using it. So it's been hard to be able to talk to anybody because I'm just like, yeah, Pleasure Network, Pleasure Network, Pleasure Network. This is what we are. That being said, I've started defining proper roles and stuff so that we can really start building out our ecosystem and the lean team members who support our ecosystem. So we're trying to make sure that we're looking at those professionals who have an expertise that is a little bit higher and who have the NFT experience while still wanting to bring on other people in the space as well. But we are definitely being a little bit more investigative when we are bringing people on. There's many advanced and rapid changing things that happen in the tech field. So we do need somebody who is like super, super tech savvy. But that being said, we have started opening up some positions and that type of thing. I know that you guys kind of heard a little bit of stuff earlier. We're looking for a Discord manager. There's an active job posting available. I will drop the links in main chat and stuff if you guys are interested in that. That being said, I also helped, and I know that we mentioned a little bit about our lovely Lexi Lore, but she has also come on to the team as our exclusive VIP and studio liaison. So if y'all want to give her a very welcome, she will be heavily involved with us.
Welcome, Lexi.
And one of the things that a lot of people keep saying, and that I see a lot, is when marketing. And my answer is soon, sir, because we are definitely looking at and in talks with the appropriate partners so that we can make sure that that happens. So watch the space. Don't worry. You guys have all been heard. We've been sitting there and compiling things. I'm quiet in chats right now because I'm going balls to the walls for you guys behind the scenes. So definitely keep on putting in your faith and definitely keep on DMing me any of your messages, suggestions, and keeping us humble because we love that. And I definitely always bring it to the team.
You sure do, 100%. Your energy, I wish I can match 10% of it. We will continue to do our high fives at 3 a.m.
Yeah, you guys need to start learning to sleep sometimes as well.
I'll wake up and I'll already have her messaging me at 3:30 in the morning and vice versa.
I sleep
Sundays.
7 to 8 hours.
Okay. I'm the king of naps. But yeah, going forward, marketing, win marketing. We've talked a lot about marketing. We've talked about a lot of marketing about as far as like leveraging different platforms. And it's not a one and done across the board. This is a niche thing. It's adult. It's NFTs. It's metaverse. It's all types of things. It's a total ecosystem of everything. So having one blanket like PR company just doesn't work. And as Liv said, she's talking to the appropriate people. She's talking to the OGs, to some of the like most outstanding marketers I've ever like looked at, thought of, or even like met. Charles knows a bunch. We've been taking the lead from obviously our amazing developers. When they tell us they know people, and we talk to those people, and but the marketing, and it's just every audience is different. But yeah, going forward, sorry, I got caught up there. Each platform is different. Our VIPs, our creators. Crypto Academy is going to be a huge one. Now that we're not going to be shadow banned, our VIPs and our creators and everyone else will be able to actually like use their socials to like bring their followings over, their YouTubes, their Twitches. Crypto Academy is going to be gigantic, being an educational part for people that don't know crypto or have a hard time with crypto or aren't sure about crypto. So education, obviously, we all know that's like the biggest like barrier to get into the crypto space. So having that on top of everything else is just going to be amazing. Amazing. What else could possibly help us with marketing, Tim? Coming down the line.
I guess you mean that one of our VIPs hired a assistant just to manage our account. Is that what you meant?
That might be pretty huge.
Yeah. So now that we have the right name domain, we've been talking with Amaranth, and she just hired an assistant for us to be managing everything that she does with our ecosystem network. Well, she will be joining the Lexi Bar, whatever the name will be. I think I saw some suggestions in the chat already. So once we know what the name is, we can really announce in what business she's going to work. But she will be serving drinks, and you can get your favorite drink at Amaranth as well. And yeah, she will be using her 3D model to be streaming on Twitch as well to make some collaborations with some 2D models. I don't know the name, but she mentioned it. But I'm very bad with names. But she was working with a top tier 2D avatar, so she will be using her 3D avatar, and it will be Pleasureland branded. When she does that, so we will get a lot of eyeballs on us only from that point. Every other business that will start, like real business in the adult industry, that will join the Pleasureland as a business as well, will be so huge. We're already talking with a few, right, Charles? We've been talking with a project that will be joining probably as the first very soon. All cool concepts, which we will tell more about later once everything is a little bit more in progress. But yeah, we're really creating that network, and with all those nodes, with those nodes shilling for us and bringing value to us as well. So we provide value for them, but they are bringing value to us as well. And that's the whole thought about the Pleasure Network. Yeah, the Pleasure Network. So yeah, that's I think that's huge.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely freaking phenomenal. And yeah, with all of that and with all the aforementioned strategies as well as like PR releases, huge partnerships that bonding and forming that you can't get over the internet, you can't get over a phone call, you have to be in person to do. It's wonderful doing these Zoom calls and everything else, but in person one day I want to go up and hug and kiss Charles on his freaking face, and that's where the bonds will be made. That's where like real friendship, real everything really happens. And us traveling and doing all that, it's shown from when Ben started doing it back in the day in early last summer until now with Liv and everyone in Barcelona. And it's just proving that boots to the ground will always beat over the phone and over it's just more personable. So, but moving forward, our vision of empowering our creators has never been more huge. It's never been more secure. Our soon-to-be Web3 ecosystem through NSFW starts now. It's taken us 10 months to get here, but we are like at the cusp of like greatness. And I've never, ever like even thought we'd be here in 10 months. And but here we are. We're setting the standard for the industry. We're setting the standard for assisting sex workers and creators going forward. Sorry, I'm reading the chat with never mind. Setting the standards that we are here for our sex workers and our creators. They have been nothing but patient. They have been such troopers and amazing people through all this new world of technological advances. Us being the first mover in this industry as an ecosystem will and just continue to build bigger and better will assist them in more monetization and just moving forward into this industry. And I'm just really happy to be here. I'm really happy to be talking to an amazing community that we have. It's amazing to be talking to Charles, Liv, and my buddy Timmy. And we're going to be a hidden gem for not much longer, guys. Like, we're not going to be hidden for not much longer. So to the moon, my friends. Our day is coming. Tim?
Yeah.
Liv, Charles, anyone have?
I really I agree with everything you say. And I think this was a great update. I think we didn't miss anything what we wanted to say. So right now, I think it's time that we open up for some questions, right? Is that the right time?
I can't believe it's been an hour and 15 minutes and I'm just talking.
Yeah.
Well, time flies when you're having fun.
You talk a lot, Tommy.
Yeah, you're right. I do. Sometimes I don't realize, and I'm just like, Yeah, everyone's like, "Shut up, Tommy."
No, we love it. We love it. All right, let's look to see what's going on. Let's see. Let's get some questions going. So if you're in our TG, drop your questions in TG, #AMA. If you're in the YouTube, definitely pop your questions down in the YouTube. I keep looking over at the screen. I don't see y'all asking any questions. So let's go. We want to answer. We have answers for you, unless we didn't answer them earlier in the, sorry, laughing at the one person, unless we did not let them answer earlier. But yeah, let's get going.
Some love for Tommy from Danny.
Danny,
She loves your.
what's up, boo?
Thanks, Polly.
Thank you, Polly. Always the queen. The queen.
If you're in our Telegram chat there, Mr. Kevy the King, definitely keep an eye out. We will be dropping an update with a summary from everything today. So if you did miss anything, you'll be able to see the updates there.
I think that this is a good question to be answering. So I might have forgotten that to mention that, but yeah, all the Pink Pass holders will also get a Pleasure Pass airdropped. So it will be every unique Pink Pass holder that will receive a Pleasure Pass.
Great question. I didn't even think about it.
It's a great question indeed.
That's why we have these, and that's why we have the best community ever, because this is where we get a lot of our ideas.
I'm just going to take a peek at our Telegram, see if anything's going on in there. No, but a lot of excited patrons for Lexi's bar. When Lexi's bar, when?
So we have a question about the from Nikos. Great project, proud holder here. Awesome to have you. Is there a general set of minimum requirements for the support of Pleasureland? Well, I think we already kind of mentioned that we will be creating a tiered requirement system. So every device would be able to play a certain version of the game. And the bigger your gaming PC is, the better your quality will be, the more functionalities you will have. And yeah, that will be the way how we will build it. So hope that answers your question.
IB Bullish has a good question for Charles. How many developers are working with Charles?
Developers is a very interesting word. Our team, which consists of developers, artists, business development, we have internal, I don't know, we keep hiring. We just hired 2 more people. I want to say around mid-20s. And then we work with freelancers. We have, probably close to 35 people now in total.
Hell yeah.
That's a big team.
Jumping over real quick to the Telegram chat, because I want to make sure that we're answering those questions too. Chow says, is there extra utility currently being planned for the NSFW coin, or will it be marketed heavily? Because exchanges will delist you if the volume is too low and it's hard to recover from bad news like that.
So what is the question again?
It seems like the question is about the extra utility behind the NSFW coin and when marketing.
Okay. Yeah, so in the whole ecosystem network, we're gonna make the NSFW token, so the pleasure coin, be some kind in the center of it all. So we're gonna incentivize the use of the token. We're gonna like if you, for example, in the metaverse, we will have some kind of when you have stacks, it will be actually some kind of staking. So you stake your NFTs, and we might airdrop pleasure coins as a reward. So there will be a lot of utility that will follow soon whenever we got a new product. Like if you sign up right now, or if you send a friend, then you will be able to earn all those rewards. Will be paid in the pleasure coin. So yeah, what do you need to know more about adding utility to the token? That's the whole reason why we rebrand and set up that ecosystem, so we have full capacity to make real good utility for the coin. Uh, so yeah, I guess that I hope that answers the question.
I can answer a question that I just saw by KH. I know it was asked a couple times. Was the Pleasureland trailer captured by in-game engine? Some yes, some no, but most of it was in-game yes, like dancing. But yeah, most of it was all in-game.
Do we have some more questions, Tommy?
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now. In our chat, we have what is the projected general release for Pleasurely? One thing I will say on that is we will be airdropping the Pleasure Pass mid-April. Our migration is going to be at the end of March, so by March 28th, we'll be on our brand new centralized exchange. So we didn't want to mush everything together. That's why over the last like 2 weeks, I've been saying the next 6 to 8 weeks are going to be absolutely insane for a reason. Because for the next, what's the date today? 11th. So basically, for the next 2.5 weeks, we're going to be doing migration coming up, and then everything's just going to start dropping. Everything that we're working on, this whole ecosystem is just slowly going to be everything's going to be becoming live, and that's pretty much the timeline without giving you a projected release. Just because Tim says it all the time. With software companies and software, you don't want to give a date, and then all it takes is one hiccup and it pushes you back 2 weeks, or all it takes is, oh shit, we forgot this. That's 2 more weeks. And Tim knows. Tim tells me all the time. That's it's coming very soon. With the Pleasure Pass, once we start airdropping the Pleasure Pass, you'll know beta's there.
Yeah. So I see a question about the metaverse. So Jay asks, will the metaverse have land plots users can buy and build on, or do users just interact with already created assets? I think that uh, the whole metaverse isn't predefined. We will be creating whatever we think that, like everyone holding a pink pass will be able to help create some kind of roadmap. We'll be able to vote on what will be the next thing to build, and for Pleasureland, that will be the same probably. So yeah, it makes sense that we will walk that path, but we don't know yet. For starters, we're gonna build the pink tower, and there will be shack pads, and you will be able to build businesses, and you will be able to interact, and if you will be able to create your own thing, I don't know, it might be possible. Maybe Charles, you can elaborate a little bit more on that part. But that's, yeah, I think that was a good question. But we think that, yeah, we start
Sure.
with the interaction that is built right now, and then we have to see how it goes, right?
Yeah, and definitely, like, one of the things in my experience of building games and my team's experience that really is crazy to me with all these other metaverses is that everyone's saying, plots of land, let's sell 20,000 plots of land, however many. And it's like, if you build this huge world of land and there's nothing in it, it's going to be very boring. And so one of the things we're really focused on is how to make something very tight and fun and then expand. So I don't see that plots of land being a bad thing, that we won't roll out, but I also think we want to be strategic about it and make it so it's not just a bunch of people walking around some blank ass land being like, okay, what the fuck is this, right? So to me, it's really experience driven. And we want to add value, right? So that making sure that the land is valuable is a big part of development, right? So I hope that answers your question as best as can. It's definitely, I think, an option, but we want to do it right. We don't want to just be like, oh, let's just go sell some land and not have any utility or fun. Because everything in my mind always comes down to make money, have fun, right? So if everybody can make money and have fun as opposed to just run around a blank ass world, we're gonna be the best metaverse out there.
Oh yeah, and that sold me on it. That sold me on it, Charles. That and your wit and your beautiful smile. It all sold me on it. But yeah, going forward with that, it just makes so much sense. Who wants to run around the dusty old land of Sandbox and just like kick a rock, look at a kick another rock because there's no one really around, and doing it backwards the way you guys are doing it blows my mind, and just seeing it being built out.
Yeah, amazing. I mean, our team has a lot of experience, right? So you get all the failures that we've had over the years as well as all of our wins, and
you got to make mistakes to win.
I think our failures is really what is the valuable part here, is that we've been doing this for a long time, and we we've learned from our own mistakes, we've learned from the industry's mistakes, and so I think we get to do this in a lot of ways right. We'll still fail for sure, but we'll fail fast and we'll fail forward, and that's the most important part.
Yep.
I think that
fail fast, learn quicker.
I think that's the coolest part about Charles' team is that Sorry, I think that's the coolest part about Charles' team is that they don't want to over deliver. They want to make sure that everybody is getting exactly what they're looking for, and they're being very, very thorough in not only looking at the protections of our creators and our community, but the protections for those outside as well, to make sure that they aren't getting access to our community unless they are people a part of this space. So it really is nice to sit there and have these types of professionals in the industry to kind of make sure, well, not even make sure, to work with us to diligently make sure that we are keeping this a safe ecosystem that will be a place where we can empower and promote people to the best of their abilities.
Definitely. Here is another one from Chow. Will creators be able to add utility to their NFTs? For example, they can have their monthly VIP subscriptions as an NFT with the added utility. I think that's a great question, and we have talked about this.
Yeah. So we will be able to do everything that we want. So yeah, that makes very much sense. So adding utilities is something that makes them worth more. So if we have anything that we could do like that, like create a little plugin that you can install on your website, and then if someone owns a NFT from you and they connect, like then you can give access to a specific part of that website, for example. It might be some kind of cool utility, especially because we have their own contracts. So we create their own contracts, so that's very easy to be adding some kind of menu card with all those things that you can select before you generate your NFTs. So I think that's the whole thing. We will be releasing the first versions of everything along the way, and then we're not gonna stop and hang in a relaxed chair and do nothing, because then the work starts. We're gonna get feedback. We're gonna see data. We're gonna make decisions. We're gonna run experiments. We're gonna improve the product. We're gonna improve processes. We're gonna try to really look into what's happening in the market and add real new features and listen to you all, because in the end, people buying stuff are probably gonna like help us form one side of the product, and the creators will form the other side of the product. And yeah, I think that's the whole cool thing about software development, that you can really iterate fast and make the product better every day. And we listen to you guys. So if we get a lot of feedback from you that you want to add specific features or utility to your NFTs, then it will get on the roadmap, and then we will decide if a lot of people want that to be created, that it will be created. So that's how we will be doing that. So yeah.
This question I love the most. I love when I get it. Is there another token that competes with NSFW? If so, where do we stand compared to them? Are we ahead of them or catching up to their levels in terms of innovation? Terry, love your question. I don't like to shit on anybody, but we all know how I feel about NSFW. And listen, name another coin out there that has more than like an NFT marketplace, and then we'll talk. A working one, if that. There's probably one, and it's based out of, I want to say, France, and I won't say the name. It's decent. It's run by the right people. They have the right vision. They're not like a pump and dump. They're not just there to a money grab. But they're still light years behind to where we're ahead of the game. Charles and his company and everyone that he's working with have just like catapulted us into the lead like months ago when he joined us to rock and roll with what we're doing right now. And we're knee deep in the metaverse. We are finishing up the final touches on the marketplace, the Web3 marketplace. Pleasurely's coming. We already have the other NFT marketplace that's been around for almost a year. It's the most selling. We've sold the most adult NFTs. There's no comparison. There really isn't. The only thing holding us back right now is like a market cap, and that's based on the crypto side. And that has nothing to do with our innovation and everything else going on. Eventually, the world and everyone's going to know our name. It's not going to be because Elon Musk tweeted his dog's name or said something about cum, and it's not going to be because you have porn in your name. People are going to know Pleasure Coin. They're going to know Pleasure Network because of the big names that we're teaming with the big names that we're working with, and just what we're doing in general, and our amazing creators and what we're doing. So in terms of innovation, no.
So sorry, I was rapidly copying and pasting. We're not forgetting you. We promise. We're just trying to work between our multi-screens and make sure that we are answering all of the questions that do come up in the AMA. But Swissy wanted to know, hang on a sec. So the incentive hasn't been determined at this point, ? Just looking to understand why buy NSFW when you can buy with other more established coins. And I will flip that over to you, Tommy or Tim.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's asking about. If he's talking about like what I said earlier, me and Swissy go back and forth with this all the time. And like I said earlier, first thing we want to do with any platform is we want to bring in customers. We can't just say NSFW only, and nobody knows how to use NSFW because we're on a BSC shitcoin chain right now, which obviously in a few weeks here we won't be, but we're not Bitcoin. We're not Litecoin. We're not the ones you can get from Coinbase. So it's going to be a lot harder to get, and that's where the education comes in. That's where, in 6 months, NSFW is going to be just as easy to get as Bitcoin. We're working on a lot of fiat integrations, onboarding, or fiat to, what's the word I'm looking for, Tim? Fiat onboarding, fiat
On-ramping? Like the fiat to crypto.
On-ramping, not yes. So we're working on stuff like that. So eventually it's going to be super, super easy to get NSFW. Then we can do the whole NSFW only thing and be a top 50 coin, but it's not going to happen overnight. We have to still accept Ethereum because people that are Ethereum people still want to spend their money, and we don't want our creators to not get paid because we want to just do NSFW only. And that'd be selfish of us. That'd be stupid as a business. It'd be stupid as, and I'm not saying stupid in like a negative way. It would be dumb on our part. I'll use the word dumb. It'd be dumb on our part to not accept it and lose out on all that money for our creators when there's a huge other market out there that only uses Ethereum. And the incentive is to use us because we're cheaper. And if you spend your Ethereum, you're going to spend a lot. Your Ethereum is going to cost a lot of money to just a cent. Go ahead, Liv. Did I cut
Sorry,
you off?
I'm having some brain moments here. No, and that being said, we do want to make sure that we are bringing the options for other coins, not only our own token, to the marketplace, like Tommy said, adding on to what Tommy said, especially for our creators, because our creators are really what keeps us going. You know what I mean? Like, we love the community, we love everybody, we love the consumer, we love like one of our investors are whales and everything. But our end goal, and even what we have been saying during this entire AMA, is we're trying to make that space for them, and we want to make sure that it's as profitable as possible.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and I also, like you also mentioned a little bit already, Tommy. There are some people, especially in the NFT world, that just want to pay with Ethereum because Ethereum is their holy grail, and they won't have any other thing. Or there are some Bitcoin OGs that only have Bitcoin. So why would we exclude them? That wouldn't make sense because we are not excluding people. So yeah, we will be creating a like preferred um, like currency, and that would be the pleasure coin, of course. And we will incentivize, and we will, for example, give change in pleasure coin, or you have to, like, we can also do it like a bridge, that everything can be bought with Ethereum, but you have to bridge before you buy it, or I don't know. But we will be focused on creating the most value for our creators, and also take into account that we will be optimizing the utility of our own coin, the pleasure coin. So it's all going to be some kind of iteration of learning what works the best, and we will have a buyback program where we will be using some of our profits to buy the token, so the token price, and will go up, and we might burn them for percentage. We haven't figured it out, but at least we will be fully focused on learning what is the best thing for all of our stakeholders and our whole network.
Definitely. Great answer, Tim.
Exactly. We do have another question that was from the Telegram community. I'm trying to make sure that we're getting both from both sides, so we'll switch back over to the YouTube in a sec. But it's any further advertising plans to push the marketing of pink dolls for quicker sales? And I'm not sure if you were able to see, but definitely rewatch this AMA. We do have plans for improving those streams as we do our corporate restructuring as well. We are looking to bring on a Discord expert to help ramp up things on that side, as we know that Discord is very, very popular in the crypto spaces. And we are looking at a couple of other options as well. If you guys do have any further questions, feel free to ask, but we are definitely making sure to address any marketing and advertising concerns as quickly as possible to assist with all of our projects moving forward, not just the pink dolls.
Yep. For sure. Great. You hit that. That was a great answer. I got nothing. Only thing I'll say is, like, yeah, right. Having Lexi and having like Amo with their avatar, that'll help push. But like, yeah, everything else, the pink dolls will sell themselves once people see what's going on here. So, and everything you just said.
Yeah.
I saw a question about
But yeah, the smartphone, right?
Yeah, smartphone.
Yeah.
The actual builds will not run at the beginning on a smartphone, and they will be a download on a PC. I think I'm in questions here at once. They will be downloads on computers, and then there will be mobile compatible features and functionality that people can do on the smartphones.
Thank you. I'm so glad you're here, Charles, because all these questions, I'd be like, I don't know. Here, text Charles. I can tell you, here's Charles. Charles's number is on the bottom of the AMA if you want to have any questions. No, thank you. Let's see what else we have.
All right, I'm seeing one over here from the YouTube. What can a creator do? I thought the sex dolls were random, or do we get to create them ourselves? Okay. you're asking a lot of different questions about different streams in our ecosystem, and I think that's where the confusion is coming in. I'm not sure which one of you there was, because this has been forwarded over to a different chat. That being said, what a creator can do, a creator right now in our ecosystem can participate when ready in all of our different streams that we do have. The current is our marketplace, XXX Nifty, but we are moving, as we mentioned in the AMA, to a rebrand in the Pleasure Network, where you'll be able to access other parts and streams to be able to insert yourself. Creators will be able to not only create NFTs, but they'll be able to look at a couple of other options as well, and they'll be able to monetize their businesses in our Pleasureland as well. And then we do have the beta testing coming available to our creators, which Sylphie, who is our head of creator affairs, will be organizing throughout the inner community on Telegram and throughout our platform right now. If you are currently signed up on there, keep an eye out on your emails and announcements. But if you do have any questions or concerns or anything like that, definitely reach out to us. If you click on that link, it'll redirect you to our NSFW Pay website, where you can then submit a help ticket, and we can look at if you have any other further questions about what creators can do. But with this ecosystem, you can kind of have your hands in almost every single pot, from NFTs to a social media similar to adult competitors right now, and having access to our metaverse.
Spot on. Yeah, it seemed like there was like 4 questions in one, but yeah, us being that ecosystem, like Liv just said, there's so many different things you can do as a creator, and this is just the beginning. We're not going to stop. Like Tim said, we're not just going to like lay back and go, all right, all the platforms are up. It's time to relax. No, Liv wouldn't know what to do. She's too crazy. Tim's too crazy. I'm too crazy. We have to work, and we have to watch that data come in, and we have to see what we can do better, and we have to just keep on plugging away. And but I know Charles is going to be taking off very soon. So if anybody has any metaverse or marketplace questions, any technical questions, really hammer them home now before he takes off. And we appreciate your time, Charles. We've had you for like almost freaking 2 hours already. I love it. But yeah, if anybody has a question for Charles, please throw it in there.
And I think, as we move forward, more and more tools will become available in world. It's really important to understand creators are not only just content creators, especially when it comes to like clothing design and 3D modeling. And, we're really trying to hit it so that creators are a lot of different, whatever element of creation you do, whether that's art, whether that's real content, in real life content, live streaming. We're really taking into account all the ways creators can be creators. One of the things that's beautiful about video games is players can become creators. So as we move forward, there's a lot of utility in the world that we will be dropping for players, for creators. So that definition will be getting more and more clear as we begin to drop different elements of all of this.
Thank you for saying that, because it's so true. It makes a lot of sense. And yeah, you've been doing this long enough to where you've seen both sides. Let's see. Someone asked, do you know what will happen with staking rewards? I think Tim already answered this. I think it's obvious that BNB rewards will not be transferred to Polygon. Should we withdraw rewards before transition, or would it be possible to withdraw BNB rewards after transition as well?
Yeah, so part of that question is already answered, but I'll repeat it for the sake of clearness, so people won't fear if something happens with their money. The old staking contract will be there, or the old staking page will be there. Once we lock the contract, we will disable the ability to stake. So you can't add more to the staking once we lock it, because we have to make a snapshot to be able to airdrop everything. But once we are ready, we will click on a button, and then every unclaimed reward will be sent to your wallet, because we want to clear the contract, and we want to be able to give you back your BNBs if you want to if you didn't claim them. It wouldn't make sense after locking the contract to be able to claim NSFW. So if you want to change select the rewards in NSFW, you would have to claim it before we lock the contract. We will be announcing that as soon as we know when the exact date and time is. But yeah, you don't have to do anything in this migration. You don't have to claim your tokens. We will just do all the work for you. That's about it. I see there are a lot of things going on in the chat about when Charles NFT. So Charles, when NFT?
When Tommy drops a rap album.
So I'm gonna have to push you guys. Got it.
Let's do it.
We did have one that we overlooked in the chat that I'm not even going to try to say your name, unfortunately, because I'll butcher the crap out of it with all those alphanumeric characters. But it says, are you considering having an NSFW wallet for Pleasurely where the team uses an NSFW pool to sell NSFW for fiat on site? And I'm going to pass that to Tim.
Yeah, so I don't really understand what the question is, or is it just more a suggestion? So can you repeat it once more, Liv?
It feels to me like it's a on-ramping of fiat question. Will we be able to buy NSFW for fiat?
Yeah, so that the off-ramping then.
If that's right, if that's not right, please put that in the chat.
Yeah. Well, we are going to be providing whenever we can the best way, the easiest way to be able to buy the coin. So we're working with a company to set up a legal structure with a legal opinion where we can also even accept credit cards or whatever. We can start a bank account, and whenever we have that in order and we have all our legal opinions in the right way, then we will be looking into ways to provide that fiat onboarding. We're already looking into connecting existing ways to be doing that, like Flus Trade also has that. But yeah, we're always looking in ways to make it easier. Centralized exchanges are one way. Fiat accepting fiat is another one. We will be educating everyone and everything that we can. So yeah, I guess that's an ongoing thing for us. Because it's also a little bit of our mission to make crypto mainstream. So there won't be any bank that will be able to stop things, or like OnlyFans that can stop something. And education of the mainstream is one of the biggest hurdles. So we will definitely be focusing on that. I see a question about merch. We want some merch.
They want your bum. They want your bum on merch, I believe was the question.
Yes.
My what?
Your bum?
Look down 3 sentences. Yeah, there it is.
Sure.
I don't sidestep the question, bro.
We've all seen
when. Oh, when? So what exactly does that mean? Like a photo of my bum on a T-shirt, or?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Well, I think, Tommy, we can do that tomorrow, right?
I can do it right now.
Put it on auction.
Yeah, I can throw it up today.
Just message Mirta from the trip in Barcelona. I'm sure that we have some pictures.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, sure. Monetize me. I don't care.
There was
I'll donate all the profits to I don't know, to anything that we want.
There's actually two questions. One from earlier that I just remembered that came up, and then one now. The one now is during previous transition, it was possible to sell old tokens after the snapshot. What are the plans this time? That wasn't us. That was Alex, and that was 10 months ago. It was right when they dropped the coin. They made some mistakes and renounced the contract, which is something you don't do. Shitcoins do that. If you renounce your contract, you can never, ever, ever change anything in the contract ever again. So you can never see what's going on in the market and make changes to adjust to the market. That's just life. So they did a couple migrations, and the first one they did, they locked it a little late, and that's where the issues were. We will lock it, and then we will snapshot, and then we will drop it, and there's no way you can buy. We're not going to ever unlock that again. We'll unlock it one more time to drain the LP, and that'll be it. And but it'll be done so fast and at 100% tax rate where you wouldn't be able to buy anyway. So once we lock, there is no buying. You don't have to worry about buying a dead coin. And then the other question from earlier was kind of the same thing, asking about how did they word it now? I just remembered it. I'll scroll up. You guys can look for other questions. I'll scroll up to that question because it was a good one. I just never got a chance to answer. Oh, there it is. Last migration, lower prices below the ground. How do you guys feel, or how will you lower the risks of that happening again? Well, we have 50%. 50% of our community is amazing, and they believe in this project, and they have their tokens staked, for one. For two, we want this migration. This didn't happen because we fucked up. This is happening because we're moving on up. We're going above and beyond and becoming more legit than ever. And this is how you get on the real centralized exchanges. This is how you become a gargantuan in the space. This is how you take over industries. This is how you perfect industries. This is how you give our creators as much as possible. Like, the old ways isn't working anymore. These technological advances, nobody's taking advantage of, and we're moving forward. We're gonna use every technological advance in the Web3 ecosystem as possible to assist our creators with monetizing. So going forward, this is like a very positive migration. We've wanted to do this for a while, but it just, the cards weren't in our hands, and this was the perfect timing for it. So here we are.
Yeah, I think this migration is not indeed a screw up. It's just it had to happen because the contract was just copy pasted from one other person that created a shitcoin. It wasn't like ready for things that we are gonna do. So we needed the migration anyway, and why not use that migration then to go to a better chain, which is more NFT minded, which more serious, and also more money over there. It has more link with the Ethereum chain, which has the wrapped Ethereum, with people buying all those NFTs in the secondary market that will be facilitated. So yeah, that's basically the reason that we did that. So it's a good thing that we're migrating. It will make us future proof, and it's not just just a way to have another chance to be a shitcoin. It's just one step one step further to be the full utility token and part of our ecosystem.
For sure. This is like the cherry on top right now that we needed to just move forward. And here we are. We're rebranding, making everything as sexy as possible, as marketable as possible. And this is what the big companies want. This is where the big money wants. And this is how we bring, and everyone, talks about, you're always looking for the big companies. You're looking for the big creators. When we talk about like the Amaranths and the really big creators on a marketing level, you need stuff like that and the big companies, because that's going to generally bring in funds for our other creators, our smaller creators, not so well-known creators, mid-level creators, just everybody in general. And Rome wasn't built in a day, and here we are. We are building from the ground up. I take my hat off to Tim. He's been doing a phenomenal job. He's been a phenomenal boss. He's been a phenomenal CEO. He's fucking crushing this shit in the background. Liv, everybody, Sophie, the team, Charles, everybody's just working their asses off around the clock to make this happen for everybody. And I'm very proud to be here right now. And I'm tired, if you can't tell. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Jerk got beat. Well, George just said he'd produce your rap album.
I know. Oh yeah.
Oh
We
yeah.
already got this. We already got that shit.
So Tommy, we got to get you flight ready so that we can get that sorted out.
Yeah, we do.
When flight?
Pleasure. What?
When you spit that hot fire.
Yeah.
When
I-
internet problem.
Sadly, I do have to go. This is all good, but Tommy,
Thank you, brother.
I'm sure can attest to this. Like, if anyone has any questions for me, I am always available through Tommy. So,
Yep.
and I will answer your questions as best to my capability. And I look forward to all of this. You know, this is a great community. You know, there really hasn't. I just every day it really makes me excited to be a part of all of this.
Love you, man. Yeah, anybody needs to get a hold of Charles, has any of those hard questions. Me and Charles talk every day, so thank you for everything, Charles. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, I think that we can just
Thank you all.
Wrap it out.
wrap it up because it's already almost been 2 hours of talk.
I think 2 hours is good.
Yeah. We
Oh,
can
drop-
probably keep on talking for more hours, but I think this was a great opportunity for us to share what we've been working on so much lately. Really nice to just be able to tell it right now and talk about it in the chat and anyone anywhere and any time. Really like that we don't have to be saying soon all the time again or anymore. I also want to add to Tommy. You thanked everyone. I also want to thank the mods again for being our backbone during all the difficult questions of when moon and stuff like that. So again, love you and thanks for helping us do our job.
sure.
And yeah, I think that if Liv or Meerte or Tommy wants to say anything, then do it right now. And else,
I think the only thing I have to say, I'll say it because I'm the big mouth, and then I'll let everybody else talk, is following this, when I get my shit together here, I will drop a summary for those that don't watch, and also attached will be an FAQ. So, and then obviously, hey, mods, remember about a week ago I told you guys are going to be really busy? Thank you. You're welcome.
It's now.
Guess what?
yeah.
It's all good, though.
All right. Well, thank you all for watching. We had a lot of people. At a certain point, I saw something like 120 people watching online. That was cool. Nice to see that a lot of people really are interested in hearing what we have to say. Thank you all for being here. Really look forward to the next AMA. And yeah, if you have any questions, just drop them in the Telegram chat or bug Tommy. And yeah, then,
thanks.
I wish you all a very nice day and talk to you soon.
Happy Friday.
Bye.
Peace out, hombres. Some sexy music. Oh, what?